Let's move that out of the way. All right.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. This is. Did you know I had my big pair of scissors and I was working last night here on my desk? And do you know they just magically came up gone?
Oh no.
Yeah, we hadn't been able to find them. Chris is like, "What did you do with them?" I'm like, "I don't know."
That's funny. Hi everybody. We are on live stream. I hate it when I lose stuff. We got on a little bit early. Just get sure you guys get all comfy.
Hey, hey.
So it's Dawn with Scrapbook Sage. I'm checking. I want to make sure we're all good to go. Let's do.
And it's Juju with Mama Juju crafting on the back 40.
Yep. I'm still learning the ropes here a little bit. So thanks for your patience, everybody.
That's okay. We all gotta do it somewhere. At least you're doing it. I was gonna go live more and I haven't went live yet. It's a little scary trying to work everything out.
It is. I'm checking to see if we're actually live at this point because.
Yeah, yes, we are. I see us on YouTube.
Oh, you do? Okay, perfect. I'm glad you see us. Okay, so anyways, welcome everybody. We're so excited. What time is it? It's 2:56. We can sort of just chat before we do the huge introduction. But we're having trying to avoid some of that storm weather out there, huh, Juju? It's like pretty crazy, isn't it?
Oh yes, it's pretty crazy. At least it's light outside now. We had just had that storm passed, and it was like midnight black outside all of a sudden. It gets a little scary when that happens. And Louisiana was experiencing some tornadoes and stuff. So,
oh, that's scary.
It is scary. Some Mother Nature's bringing the winter in like a lion.
It sure is.
And I am working on cutting out that kit for Oregon that you made. It's so pretty.
I had so much fun working on that. I can't wait to share it with you all. Let's see. Okay. So so you're surviving the storm. We're hoping nobody else will be really influenced by the storm. I'm just going to get this onto.
Hi, Teresa. Thank you for dropping in.
Good to go. Hi, Teresa. Glad to have you here. This is Dawn. Oh, good. We're glad you're comfy. So, okay, it's getting close to that time. I just sent the links to Daisy and Grace. Hopefully, we'll get some of the gals over there joining us. Teresa, welcome. So, Mama Juju and I were really excited about hanging out. We're just going to wait that next minute and invite everybody else. So, Teresa, where are you from? I'm from Oregon, and Mama Juju's from Mississippi. And we're going to be celebrating all the states, and I'm making digitals for the states. So that's going to be great. Oh, Texas. Very cool. I've never been to Texas. I've been to about 30% of all the states. Okay, it's that magic hour. It's 3 o'clock. Welcome, everybody. This is Dawn with Scrapbook Sage, and I'm here with Mama Juju, scrapping on the back 40. Hi, Juju.
Hey.
We're so excited that you all are here with us. We hope more people will come in. I have what we're going to do is I'm doing the 12 by 12 junk journal challenge, and I'm going to be doing the live chats with Juju to celebrate that challenge. And I was all ready for this and started moving things around. We all know how that is. So go ahead and check out. I will share more of that a little bit later once I unbury myself here because I got reburied. But what I'm going to be doing is sharing some digitals with you from all the states in America as we're preparing for our 250th birthday of America. So I'm excited to celebrate. I know a lot of us are planners and memory keepers, and it takes some time to get things in order for big celebrations. So I thought I would help facilitate that the best way I knew how by making digitals and showing you some journal ideas. And Mama Juju is going to help me with that process. She's going to craft and chat with me, and we hope you guys will do the same. So, so that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to show you our first. I've got 2 digitals here, and I'll go ahead and show them to you. And then Mama Juju is playing with them right over to the side. So and you can find my digitals on Ko-fi. But what I'm doing is I've set up a journal here where I'm going to keep track of notes and stuff from the different states. So if there's something you want to share about your state that we might want to share in follow-up videos, let us know in the chat. Mama Juju and I are taking notes on that, and I will keep them in this journal. This is sort of a junk journal that I made that had a stain on it, and I thought it would be great to prep for that birthday of the states, and I'm going to be putting all the states in here. So that is my birthday journal for America that is helping me prep. But I've also I have a couple covers here, one for Oregon and one for Mississippi, and I will be making these as well. So here is, let me see if I can turn this just a bit, make it a little bit brighter for you guys. So here's my Oregon kit, and it's on Ko-fi. And what I did is I took all the symbols from the different states and tried to incorporate them in the digital. So, hi Nana, great to see you. Yeah, Teresa, we all move around quite a bit. Nana, we are inviting people to sit down, get cozy, craft, and chat with us. We're asking where people are from, and if there's anything they want to share about their states or the states that we're talking about, to just let us know. And I'm going to be sharing visuals that I created. Juju's crafting over there, and I might get to put together some journal signatures while we're here. So this is my Oregon kit, and it has the Oregon grape, and our bird is, I believe it's the wobbler. I didn't bother to write that down, and I should have, but that is our bird there. I'll have to remember that. And I just went through, and we have the hazelnut and the beaver. This isn't that cute? I love the little beaver. He's so cute. I made these on AI on Creative Fabrica, and this is just a mash of digitals that I put together from Creative Fabrica as well. This is my own image. We've got a little crab and a puffin. We actually have puffins that live on this rock, and this is called Haystack Rock, and it's in Cannon Beach. We have Mount Hood. That is not necessarily Mount Hood, but we have a lot of mountains here where people like to go fishing, and salmon's really popular. There's Cannon Beach and a lighthouse. There's several lighthouses in Oregon. This is just some cut apart. I found this image, both these images on the Library of Congress, Live Boys in Oregon. I married an Oregon boy, so that seemed to work just fine for me. Yeah. And then he is Oregon true and true as well. So, and also these are two images from Multnomah Falls that I made green. And there's some images from Portland that I got from Creative Fabrica and altered them a little bit. And there is Mount Hood. So that's my Oregon digital kit. Who else is here?
Bonnie. Hey, Bonnie.
Oh, hi, Bonnie. She's chatting with the kittens. We all love our kittens, don't we? Okay. So as I was saying, we were I'll go ahead and go through Mississippi and then review a little bit of why we want to do this chat. I'm really excited about next year. I remember as a kid wondering, oh, am I going to be alive? You know, because we did 1776 and I was 7. So it's like, oh, you know, I'm going to be alive during that time. So it's sort of fun to see all that, giving away my age there, right? So here is Mississippi, and we've got the honeybee and the marigold and the mockingbird. So the symbolisms from Mississippi. So we've got some more marigold here. And I sort of like the sparkles because it just makes me think of, you know, just pretty things in Mississippi. I know sort of the fun and things all jazzy. Is my image of Mississippi, although I've never been there. So it'll be fun to hear what Juju thinks of Oregon. And so Juju helped me design this one. So this is like, I put an alligator in here, and this is sort of like some wetlands down in the area there. That was a fun digital to make. Originally, it was an image off of AI, and I modified it with like alligator, with some type of pattern in the background, and it was a lot of fun. And this is a picture from Juju that she let us use for the kit. It's so pretty. I modified it and made it blue, but it's cotton fields. And I love dolphins. I don't know if you guys love dolphins too, but I think they're amazing. And oysters. I thought that was a different symbol, but we have the crab, so that makes sense. And then there is more cotton, the deer and the ducks, and blues originated from Mississippi. And there is cut off. And then this is another image of the lighthouse. And how do you say, I don't want to say it wrong. How do you say Biloxi? How do you say that, Juju?
Biloxi.
There you go. And then I've got some freebies about the with the state of Oregon and Mississippi just having 1776 and then the 2026 on it.
Sorry.
Oh, no worries. Okay. So Juju's playing with, are you playing with Oregon, Juju?
I am. I just got through cutting my stuff out. Now it's pulling my kit out to kind of show
Okay,
everybody
I'm
my
going to play
kit.
with Mississippi then.
Okay. Well, welcome, welcome, my chickadees. Okay, we have the state here in my kit. I'm in charge of the state. So we'll put a location pin on each of the states we cover while we cover them. So, we can see that. I'm going to add that to my community page as well. So we have Mississippi and Oregon that we're working on. They're way far apart. Look at that. I got a long trip to go see Dawn, don't I? Okay, so and then in this little box, and it was one of those little purse boxes from the Dollar Tree, and I decoupaged a napkin on it. And then in it, I have the tickets with all of the states in it, except for Oregon and Mississippi. And then during the show, we'll draw for Donna tell me when to draw, and we'll draw for a state for next Sunday.
We'll
And that'll
draw
be
two states, right?
two states for next Sunday, and that'll be the two states that we cover next Sunday. So that's in my kit. And then this is the book I'm going to use. I'm going to use this cover. I found out while I was organizing my craft room a little bit, and I had it. And then also in it, when I opened it up, it's got all this cool stuff in here about the states and everything. And I thought that would be pretty cool to add to it as well. So that's my book. And then I did some jelly printing, made a postcard. And then this is the journal that I'll be using to take notes in. That's in my kit. And then I found this lovely Liberty ribbon that I'll use for the journal. Okay, so that's what I have going. And then I have put my Mississippi one together. And I have some fun facts about the states. One fun fact, I don't know if you consider it a fun fact. So I'm gonna go on and say it and get out the way so I won't be that way anymore. But it was something I learned when I was in school that just shocked me to my very core. I remember coming home with Mama and talking about it. But there used to be a law on the state books that a man could beat his wife with a stick as long as it was no bigger than the size of his thumb. And they had did some silly outdated law things, and I guess my teacher thought that would be fun in school one time, and they said that, and that just had really rocked my world. Thank God she's no longer on the book. But then I went on the internet and looked, and we can Google it. That's what I tell my kids, just Google it. Our state capital is Jackson, and we was established December the 10th, 1817. And we have 4 representatives. We almost have 3 million people. I was trying to see if the population was various between the two printouts that I had, and it's not. We have 2,840,000 people. And they changed our flag. It now is the magnolia instead of the other flag that we had. And I went in to put my journal together, and I used some scrapbook paper, and then I used the kit and made me a little pocket here. And I did everything on the back of the Beatles songs. I didn't have any blues music, but I thought the Beatles was close enough. So I printed the digital out on the music paper and put that together to take my notes and stuff in. And in the Delta, we have a town called Boogerdin. It's a little spot, and that's where all the boogers, outlaws, used to come and hide
Oh,
out and hide out And yeah, we had some famous outlaws that came and hid out there, but the outlaws would come and hide because, you know, revenuers and those kind of people did not come to Booger Den because then when they went, because it was real swampy back during that time, and that's where the moonshine and steels and stuff was. So there were lots of revenuers who went in Booger Den but did not come out of Booger Den and were never seen from again. So it's a little risque topic about that.
Well, Oregon's risque topic is being shanghaied. You've heard the term getting shanghaied. Both Portland and here in the coast, the bars would have holes in specific places. And if you got too drunk or were causing problems, they just open up the bottom of the floor. You'd be dropped down below and they'd Shanghai you and sell you to China. Um, yeah, and you were gone. And so they have tours here of the old dens where people were shanghaied and the trafficking and all that stuff, which unfortunately it's so sad, stuff like that still goes on. But we are, my heart is just help share the good and the bad about America and just get everybody excited about where we live and participate in the process. So I love living here. I feel blessed living here. There is good, bad, and ugly stories in every state and in our leadership. But I love that people can not even meet from across America face to face and become great friends like Juju and I have been able to do, and some other friends of ours because of the internet. What a country to live in. So we get a chat with all you guys. We've got Bonnie and Nana and Teresa here. Hopefully we'll, yeah, there's some creepy stuff that can happen. But there's also just some amazing things. So we're celebrating that this year, and we'll get to do that next year too. But I can't wait to learn more about the different states. I know we've got people from. We're looking forward to doing Tennessee, and that's one place I thought if I had to move out of the Pacific Northwest, I would want to go to Tennessee. So I interrupted you, Juju. Sorry. So you're talking about that. What was the name of that town?
Booger Den.
Oh, okay. That's pretty wild.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. There's lots of things, lots of history and everything. And, you know, we're part of the Blues Trail, and, you know, Mississippi was the birthplace of the blues. So we have B.B. King and Muddy Waters and Johnny Robertson and a lot of others that came from Mississippi or came through Mississippi or cut their eye teeth, the blues in Mississippi. So, you know, that's pretty cool if you like music.
So Juju, do you like bluegrass?
Bluegrass is okay. I like the blues. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, my favorite blues is my favorite is the blues.
Oh, it is. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I was I was just
the
curious
old.
because I was just curious because in high school, my friends and I went to listen to bluegrass. So I know a lot of bluegrass and blues sort of influence each other back and forth.
Yeah, yeah. But I like the old time blues, the gravel and
Yeah,
muddy waters type blues.
right.
Yeah.
My husband's favorite movie is The Blues Brothers.
Well, I was looking for my fun facts. I had printed off a bunch of fun facts about Oregon and Mississippi and some unique facts about it. And I had it sitting up here, and now I can't find it. But that's been my whole thing for the past 2 or 3 days. I think I have crafted too hard while I've been I've been off on vacation this week.
I know. I find that I get myself over organized and I put my something in a safe place and then I
Yeah,
go to look for it and it's not. It's like I put both of those pages of the 12 by 12 girls there and
yeah.
that's
What is
just what
that?
happened. Oh, now that they are very different. Oh, okay, that's good to know. I that was just reading information. I was reading about Mississippi, and they were talking about bluegrass as well. So that's why it's
Yeah.
always good to talk about things.
Bluegrass is more of a Nana's kind of stuff. That's that Kentucky hillbilly hill type music. Ain't that right, Nana?
I love the hillbilly Kentucky type music.
I like
We
that.
have
And I think that's a freebie on your site too. I like that one that you did with Oregon with the soldiers with the flag in the background.
I know that is an older one. Yeah, it might be down.
Yeah,
It might be a little bit older. I
it's
did
in
that
your
during the 100 day. Yeah.
yes, it was during the 100. It had a 100-day project on it, but I thought that was pretty cool to put in the Oregon one here.
So
Now
I
tell
live
me,
really close to the Coast Guard, and there's a freebie or yeah, I live really close to the Coast Guard, and I know you guys have Coast Guard over in Biloxi. So I hear that the helicopters fly out every day, and so there's a lot of Coast Guard people that live in both where I live and close in Astoria as well. So we always have a lot of people come in from different areas of the United States because they rotate through every 3 years. So it's always interesting. I tend to meet them as they're selling things because they're like, oh, we're selling our whole household because they're moving. I got this table actually that I'm working on from a Coastie. So
we have them in Biloxi. One of our stations is in Biloxi, and we have a lot that come through there.
so what else? Okay, so I was well, I found a couple things that I thought were fun. Let me see. So I just want to encourage you guys, if you're going to be working on your state or working on either cards or journals for the state that you live in for memory keeping or planning, a good resource, obviously, we all know this, are books. But I found, so this is Drive-Ins Across America. What a cool book, right? So I'll probably be using things out of this. And Juju, can you see that? Do you see what I'm pointing to?
Yeah. I see it.
It's an alien. The sky is falling, Juju. The sky is falling.
About damn time somebody said the sky was falling.
So we've got this inside joke, Juju and I do, about the sky is falling and aliens. So that was on this book was, I don't know that that's a coincidence. But anyways, really cool book. I had torn apart and just left the pictures in here because I knew I was going to cut them out. But, and they just have cool images. So I love memory keeping of books like this because price list. Ice cold bottle of Coca-Cola, 10 cents. Can you guys even imagine 10 cents for a cup of soda? Coffee with pure cream, 10 cents. Cigarettes, 20 cents. Ice cream cups, 10 cents. Milkshakes, 20 cents. It is hilarious. Only if only, right?
Oh
We're talking
yeah.
about eggs being $8. But Juju, there was a, let's see, Oxford, Mississippi. They have an old um, fading marquee right there. That's a Mississippi one. So I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, in
And
Oxford, yeah.
Wyoming, New Mexico, and St. Louis, all the old marquees. Did you ever get to go to a mini drive-ins, Juju?
I did. I
What did
did.
you get to see?
I don't remember. we we went to them a lot. I was little. But that's my mom and dad and my uncle and aunt would that's what they did. They would always go out and take us kids and we would all go to the movie theater. But I remember sitting on top of the hood watching the movie on the screen.
Right, right. Well, my sister was older than me, so she took us to the movies, but she took us to all the scary ones. So I watched The Shining and me. Okay, this is me. We all know what I do and don't like to watch, but she took us to watch The Shining and American Werewolf in London. There might be a reason why I don't like scary shows. Um, but we also lived where we lived on top of a hill in Colorado, and there was a drive-in that we could see from even our window, my mom's window. And if we can get the FM just right, we could watch the movie um, from the house because it wasn't quite loud enough to get to us. It was probably a couple miles away, but it was a big screen, so you could still see it. It was clear view. You couldn't see it now. There's probably development all in that area, but that's when I lived in near Denver.
Well, well, here are some fun facts. Mississippi is the birthplace of Elvis Presley, Oprah
Yes,
Winfrey, Britney Spears, and Rick Ross.
very cool.
Jerry Rice and Ray J. Singer.
Very cool.
I know.
Well,
And our state dance is the square dance. What? That's why they made us learn all that square dancing in school. Now,
right.
50 something years later, there we go. We've got it.
So Teresa, you're right. All the drone talk, it's been funny. We've just been talking about it. Makes me wonder. I don't know if you guys have heard about Project Bluebeam, but if you hear about that coming up later, if you hear that on the news, don't be too surprised. But anyways, that's really cool, Nana, about bluegrass, and I have you guys. Do you guys have a favorite Elvis movie?
No, I don't. I like them. I remember seeing them all, but I don't. I know there's one, I forgot the name of it. It's him on the beach. That was pretty cool. I remember being 5 and really liking that one.
Brad and I used to watch Elvis movies, but I don't remember many of the titles. So I'm not somebody that remembers titles very well.
Oh, Theodore Roosevelt, his famous bear refusing to kill a bear thing happened in Mississippi and Oxford.
Oh, that's cool.
Hmm. In 1884, our very first public women's college was in Mississippi. It's the University of Women.
And did you guys? I think you guys had one of the first black congressmen or senators too after the war.
Coca Cola was originally bottled in Vicksburg, Mississippi in 1894. Mississippi is awesome. We brought the Coca Cola to the world.
We do like Coca Cola, that's for sure.
Gotta have the Coca Cola. We won't talk
Yeah, we're
about it.
just known for Nike here.
Yeah, we won't talk about the Coke and
And
Coca Cola.
Tillamook cheese. Do you guys get Tillamook cheese out there?
Mm-mm.
No.
I didn't. I did somewhere when I was looking y'all's cheese thing in Oregon. It's like
Yeah.
y'all have um sorry, Casey was jumping up on me trying to knock my glasses off, trying to give me love. Y'all have like more cheese in Wisconsin, or I mean, yeah.
We do. So Tillamook cheese is about an hour and a half south of me, and they have this huge plant, and everybody goes for Tillamook ice cream and see how the cheese is made. There's a lot of cows. So Oregon has a lot of farmland, and but along the coast, for some reason, I guess the cows are really happy. It was funny. We were driving through from California because we're from. I lived in California, and Brad and I were driving up one time, and um, we crossed the border from California to Oregon, and California had the commercial happy cows, and Brad's like, no, cows are happier here in Oregon. And they actually do. I love our Tillamook cheese is the best. I've eaten other cheese, but Tillamook white aged cheddar cheese is my favorite. I even put that in the film remember when they were talking about cheese. Oh, you've been to that plant. Okay, it's cool. They refurbished it. It's huge. It's not as so many people are there all the time. You have to like wait an hour to get in, even if it's not summertime, and that's a challenge. But yeah, no, I love Tillamook cheese, and we have a really good smoked jerky too out of Tillamook. Tillamook makes some good processed food. If you like that kind of thing. Okay, what else was I going to do? So I've got together the signatures here. I was going to put in some white pages, but I grabbed some that I'd stamped. So one thing, you guys know that I make journals really quick. Like I tend to make 300 journals a year. And one thing that I do is I keep like things together so I can just grab and go. So if I'm going to make a nautical journal, I have a little place where I grab the different types of nautical items. And if I've pre-stamped once or twice a year, I'll go through my stamps and stamp the themes that I'm going to be using. So I've got some stamped pages here. So I will put some of those, since we are doing a little bit of a coast, I can do a coastal theme in both locations and hunting. So I don't have any hunting stamps on pages pre-made, but I should do that. That will be fun.
You know, I was trying to think. I don't think I have ever experienced a centennial type celebration. What do people do during that? You know, I know. I heard Mom and them talk about the parties, and it'd be like kind of like a big, huge Fourth of July kind of celebration.
Right. I think it's like 4th of July, just maybe. I would think each state, like when each state might also celebrate. Like I was in Colorado, and so Colorado had their centennial when we were having our bicentennial for all the states. So in school, it was a big deal. I know, like Brad's family, we still have. I wonder if I still have one. We have ornaments that his family made in 1776. I'm going to see if I can grab. I haven't taken down my tree, so I might have one up. Let me see if I can grab it.
Okay.
Um,
I have, it's going to be paper tearing. I have my jelly print that I'm going to use for a belly band, I think. It looks cute, don't it? I'll put that on there. Well, have any of y'all been through a celebration like that? We might have to do it up or something. Cause, you know, it's been a few years for us. So we might need to celebrate. I know Bonnie's going to be celebrating, aren't you, Bonnie?
no, I did the Victorian tree
Hey,
this year.
John.
Hey, Joan. So yeah, I think so I was young, but it has to be, yeah, I think people will have, I know there's some plans nationally to celebrate, maybe starting even earlier around Memorial Day. So that will be fun to see what's going on. So how are we doing? It's about 3:36. So one thing we hope to do is do this every week. And I hope to have the all the digitals done by the end of the year, if not earlier. I when I first started doing junk journals and making digitals, my goal was to make digitals for the states, and I hadn't quite gotten there. And I just decided this is what I need to do this year. So that is my plan. And I'm glad you guys are willing to come along. And I had found these and then I put it back down. So I decided to do that for the 12 by 12 junk journal challenge. And there's a group of us here online with us and who are not with us yet, but I thought I'd share this with you. So Yvette, Nana, Creative Nana, she's here with us. Carrie with Thumbprint Creations. Joan is here with us with Joan's Junk Journals and More. Caroline's Craft Tree. Bonnie is with us with Daisies and Grace. Deb Ham. We've got Mama Juju and me. And we've got Sandy with Kentucky Crafter. Jean with Lizzie Jean's Artistic Chaos. All of us are doing the 12 by 12 Junk Journal Challenge. And that's just encouraging you to make a journal a month this year. So you can check that out at the hashtag 12 by 12 Junk Journal Challenge 2025. This is when I'm making journals that you guys might be able to get in states if you're traveling, like if you do RV traveling or go somewhere in the summer, you get the tourist books. And this is Southwest Washington, Oregon, and Northern California. So this covers all three of those states. So I might be using some things out of here. But a good resource to cut out images and back to put into your journal. And then one thing that Juju and I were talking about are going to do a drawing every week where she draws the two states. But we also wanted to do a giveaway. So Juju, how did you want to do that?
Geez, really didn't think about it.
Okay, so it looks like what we'll do the last 5 minutes is we'll just look to see how many people are with us, and we will see if we have enough giveaways for us both to just send them something. If not, we will draw
Number.
a number. Yeah.
Okay.
So I've got these 2 ephemera packs that I will give away, and 2 Oregon postcards to go with them. So there's that there, and I know Juju has put together some things that she will be doing as well.
Yes.
Sorry, surprise Juju.
It's okay. I have a lovely Mississippi postcard that I made that I will mail you from Mississippi. Um, so you'll have a postcard with that on it to put in your journal with the for your Mississippi section of your America book, and the post stamp and postage from Mississippi.
Yeah, we like that idea. I like the idea of sending out postcards. I'm doing a special giveaway because this is our first time. So I thought I would let you guys in on that. And we're so grateful you're here with us. What's happening in 15 days?
The president is taking office, maybe.
Oh, right. Of course, the inauguration. How did I forget that? Oh my goodness. I am going to look through a few things that Juju gave me to add to this book. She gave me some beautiful painting papers. So I'm going to see which ones I might want to use to play with.
Yes, and I have some painting papers if someone would like to have those for a happy drawing as well.
Okay. So as you guys are putting together journals for your states, postcards are really good. If you have books from that state, that's always a good option. I want to go through my old ephemera and pick out, see if I have ephemera from those states. I have an advertising book here, and you know how sometimes they have that, if it's a sewing for buttons, they say the state that it was made in, or baking, they say which state it's made in. So those will be really cute. I was going to use, I'm still debating if I'll do this, but I've got this beautiful America the Beautiful book, and it would be fun to take this and collage each state, the different things that we have in it, and all of these have the state mentioned. So it would be fun to do a little collage or story in a book like this if you want to do an altered book. That's a fun way to prepare for memory keeping or just documenting the era. Unfortunately I couldn't find that ornament. My mother-in-law had sewn sequins on a shield, and it said 1776. So it was all these little tiny sequins, but it's in another box, so it wasn't on my tree. I thought I'd put one on there, but I didn't. And so anyways, I am excited about seeing what gets made. I'm probably going to make a lot of journals out of these digitals, and I tried to make them so they're not all state specific. You can use them, in different journals, and it's just sort of a nod to the state. And then, so I'm looking up here. Oregon is known for our Columbia River Gorge, Crater Lake, Tillamook cheese. It's the birthplace of Nike. Oregon heavily influenced The Simpsons. Portland, our breweries, the Oregon Territory, the Oregon Trail, and the best thing is no sales tax. Let's see. So Lewis and Clark is the history that people know. And they came to the Oregon coast in 1811. And we've got Lewis and Clark Fort is just like 15, is really close to where I'm at. We've got Oregon State in Eugene. So we've got the Ducks and the Beavers. So what's your favorite food, Juju, from Mississippi?
My favorite food from Mississippi.
I love Depot Bay too, Teresa.
Pecans. Pecans. It would have to be pecans. You're having me to narrow food down to just one item. That's not easy. But it would have to be our pecans. And sweet tea. Yes, sweet tea. Sweet tea is a food group of its own. Just so y'all know.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
In the South, you need two things: a little bit of Jesus and a whole lot of sweet tea.
Yes. I can see that. Yeah, there is. I didn't get a chance to look up. I wanted to look up. We were talking about all the bad guys in in our states, and I was trying to think of the good guys in our states. So we've got Elvis was born there. He's a good guy. He had a rough life though. But I really love Elijah Streams. It's a network that interviews different religious and prophetic voices. So that's a good thing that I pay attention to here in Oregon. So that's sort of cool. And then my favorite food here, that's tough. So there's a restaurant that we had, the Elmer's. It is like, it's sort of like a Sherry's or Howard Johnson's, is that sort of type of restaurant. So we had our rehearsal dinner there, and they had the best. It was like a crepe breakfast, and it was so yummy. So that was one of my favorite things here. They have Marion berries that people really love here from Oregon. The beers are actually pretty good here. And the seafood, we've got good fish and chips. We've got good hamburgers too. We've got ranchers live out here. There's a restaurant in Astoria called Portway, and it's the best hamburger I've ever eaten in my life. It is so good.
Well, we have
pickleberry.
Oh yeah. We have three famous restaurants. Sadly, one of them they finally retired, so it's closed. But we had the Crystal Grill, we had Doe Steakhouse, and we had Let's Go. So those were all and Let's Go's. Let's Go's is still going. And Let's Go's is known. It's been a lot of famous people that have come through Let's Go's. Okay. I have to tell y'all about my experience with the Doe Steakhouse. Okay. This steakhouse is, I mean, it's been on cooking shows. It's been on that show with the guy with the red hair who eats at all these, backward places and stuff. Okay. So my friends, we all went out to eat there. And he's like, "Have you been Doe's?" I was like, "No, I haven't been Doe's." Like, "Oh, we got to go Doe's. So you're going to love it." I said, "Okay." So we go to Doe's. We walk into Doe's. It's like a little white shotgun looking house. We walk into it, and it's what like walking into, I guess, where the front room used to be. Well, that's where the grill and stuff is, and they have all the meat laid out on each side where they're putting them in the grill and stuff. And you walk between it to go into the section, right? So people are passing through the meat. Okay. And then you go into the sitting place. Well, to get to the sitting place, you walk through the kitchen. It's like going to grandma's house. You walk through you pass through the kitchen. The kitchen is the open area where you can see them all cooking and stuff. And this, one of the stoves that the lady's cooking the French fries and stuff on is an old stove, looked like it was from the 60s. Okay, I'm thinking, oh my God, I cannot eat this food. Oh my God. It's just open. I walked by to my thing. I passed by the salad bowl. I was like, oh my God, I can't eat this food. Y'all, it was the best stuff I ever put in my mouth. Oh, the salad was to die for.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God, I could just eat the salad alone. And they had hot tamales and the steak. The steak was so good. It's just you didn't even have to have teeth to chew it. It was so good. Oh, best stuff ever, ever.
Sounds amazing.
So when we got through and we started back to the truck, because I'm a nurse, so my brain first started hollering, "Germs, no, can't eat here. Germs, no, no germs, not eating here." I took a bite, my mouth and stomach to my brain to shut up. And, so we started back out to the car, and, my friend looked at me and he said, "Thought you wasn't gonna be able to eat that." I said, "Man, them germs were good." So if you
that
ever
reminds me that reminds me of a story. So my best friend in high school, that's sort of where I got my desire to do graphics and stuff. I was in yearbook. And she was a wild child, and we lived in the Gold Rush area of Colorado near Sonora. And so I decided to separate this out into two signatures. I was staying the night over at her house, and she's like, "We're going to have fish tonight. Da, 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 da." It's like, "Oh, that sounds great." And so I'm all excited about, eating with her. And we're at her house, and her and her mom lived in this cute little shack that was 100 years old. And she was the one who introduced me to bluegrass. And so we're having dinner at her house, and she says, "So how do you like your fish?" And I'm like, "I love it. It's so good." And it was a calamari steak. She goes, "Well, you just ate some octopus." I'm like, "Oh, well, I'm glad you didn't tell me earlier, because it's really good. I don't think I can go back on saying I didn't like it." But yeah, it was really good. It was like orange with almonds. They did a really good job at making it. It was breaded and really tasty. So there's very few foods I don't like. I don't like radishes or peas or really hot peppers. But other than that, there's a lot of food I like. I just eat meat nowadays, though. Yeah, we have a lot of blackberries too. Yeah, they are weeds here. We've got some just back behind us in the wetlands. So it looks like you may have traveled a lot, Teresa. Someday I hope to visit Texas. and go down to the south with y'all. So how are we doing? It is about 3:53, and we have, I think we can just get gifts to everybody who's in the chat. What do you think?
Okay.
Juju?
All right.
We
Okay.
got Teresa, Bonnie, Nana. Oh, Kathleen's here. Yay!
Oh.
And we've got Jojo, so I'll take care of that.
Yeah. And Teresa, I think I have your right address. It's on Miss Beth's group.
Hi, Kathleen. I figured I'm really good at chatting, but not crafting and chatting at the same time. So I'm glad Juju's here. She's able to chat and craft at the same time. So she'll give you something to look at while we're working together. So I decided to separate these two signatures. So I'm going to do a nautical one, and then I'm going to do like a pretty sort of shabby chic journal from both from the Mississippi kit. So I'll get 2 journals out of that kit. There's 10 pages, so that works. So I can do a really pretty foofy one and a nautical one. So I'm excited about that. That will be fun. How are you doing, Kathleen? We were talking about 2 states. What we're going to be doing in our chat every Sunday is we're going to pick a state or 2 and talk about it and craft about it. I'm making a journal, and so is Juju. I took the Mississippi ones and made 2 signatures out of that, and we're just sharing fun facts and different things for the states. But Juju needs to pull, and we're going to go for about an hour is the goal. And Juju's going to pull out 2 states, so I know what digitals to work on this next week.
Okay. Let me put it down.
Oregon has 7,000 bridges. Oh, did you guys hear about the trellis bridge that fell down yesterday in Oregon? The train trellis.
No, my
bridge?
goodness.
Yeah, down near Corvallis, there was a trellis that had burned, I guess, last year or the year before, and they never fixed it, but they were still sending trains over it, and it fell into one of the rivers. I saw that yesterday. So that infrastructure thing, it's crazy. So we have 53 covered bridges, Bonnie. One of Portland's many nicknames is the Bridge City. It's also the Rose City.
Oh, she done jumped in.
Oregon has several national park systems in sight. Yeah, I love Crater Lake. Has anybody ever been to Crater Lake?
Okay, you want me to draw now?
There was a train on it. Yeah, so there was a train on the trellis, and one of the train shipping containers fell in the water, but nobody was in there. It was like some business that owned the train, and they were transporting fertilizer.
Oh no.
So you know what everybody said.
What?
They were transporting fertilizer. Oh crap. But maybe in another way.
Oh.
I know. I'm so bad at telling jokes. You know, it just is what it is.
Right. I was trying to go all political. I was trying to think, okay.
That's right. Sense of humor I have. I know.
Yeah. Utah. UTH.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I know, Teresa. There is that. Hmm. So,
Oh, I did
yeah.
put us. Why did I put us in there? That said Oregon, so I'm gonna draw again. I didn't think I put. I guess I just wrote all 52 states. Nebraska or
Oh, cool.
Utah, Utah and Nebraska. This other one said Oregon.
All right. We can do Utah, Nebraska. I have a brother who lives in Nebraska. Um, I met him about 13 years ago. He was put up for adoption, and he found us about 6 months after my mom died. So I love Nebraska. We lived. It, it makes me happy whenever I think of Nebraska. So I'm excited about doing that. So I have a lot of great nieces and nephews and great great nieces and nephews that I hope to see again sooner than not. More and more of us are getting those reunion stories, so that's sort of fun. But I know, Bonnie, we just have to hope she pulls Missouri sooner than later.
We'll let Trevor pull next time. Maybe he'll be good
Oh,
luck
does he
for you,
have good luck
Bonnie.
that way?
Yeah, maybe he'll be good luck for Bonnie.
I'm looking forward to doing Arizona too. So we got Missouri and Arizona and Texas and Tennessee are the people who are in the group. So what I might do is I want to get ahead. I really would like to have all the digitals done by Memorial Day because I think it might be a fun time to have that. I don't know if I will be able to get there. That is like overshooting it. My true goal is at the end of the year, but if I get it done before then, so maybe I will jump the gun and work on an extra one this month, and that will be Missouri. And so if we pull it, we'll just pass it up. So if I can get that done by the end of the month, we're good. If not, I won't make any promises, but I'll try. How does that sound, Bonnie? You're going to have to tell me some stuff about your state. Oh, I won't. I'm pretty good at pacing things out, but I've thought about 5 states a month. So, and it's good for me to know a little bit ahead of time. So, anyway, so we're at that 4 o'clock hour. I think we're done. Do you guys want to hang around and chat a little bit longer, or do you have any other suggestions on what to add to a state that you're from? So we put it in our notes. Just write it in the chat, and we'll do that. Is there anything else you want to share, Juju?
No, I think that's pretty much it. I was just doing some lace dyeing, staining with the mica sprays for the Oregon piece. I was doing it in green to match the major colors in your digital.
And so one thing that Juju has encouraged me to do, and I don't know if I'll be able to do it every time. I'm doing this for myself, for my journals, is I want to start drawing and practicing my drawing a little bit more. So I looked online to see images that they had, and so I saw this Gulf Coast image. Well, this isn't the image, it's not the picture, and it's not super, let me see, it's not super, it's just pencil, it's just colored pencils. So it was the Gulf Coast, and they had just a boardwalk out there and a place that you can look out on the golf course. So I was playing with that, and we have a very similar place in Garibaldi. So I did both of those. So I might play around with each state and do a little drawing for my journals. But that was sort of fun to do. So that's another way that you can, enjoy the state, and is to do a little piece of artwork that's inspired by a favorite photo or your own photos or a favorite memory. All right, Teresa, thanks for coming.
Thanks, Teresa. I appreciate it. Thank you. And don't I have Teresa's address?
Oh, perfect. I think we still can take care of everybody. I'll talk to you later. We'll make it
Okay.
happen. Um, so anyways, thanks you guys for joining our first live chat for the 12 by 12 and this Celebrating America. We're happy you're here, and the rest of you guys know us, so we could probably hang up, and I will give you guys a call soon.
Okay. I appreciate everybody coming and supporting us and those that are watching the replay. Thank you. Don't forget to give down a thumbs up. And we will see you next Sunday at 5 o'clock Central Standard Time for the next two states. And maybe I can do some mixed media for those states. So we
Maybe
can do some
what?
mixed media play on my end for those two states that we're going to be doing. I'm
Cool.
seeing a funky. I'm seeing a really kind of an N and a U in my future.
Very cool. Very cool. Oh, and also if you guys know me, but Kofi has those two has the states. I'll be posting there if you guys want to play along. So thanks you guys. You have and that is Scrapbook Stage on Kofi. So I will see you guys next week. Thanks for joining us, and thank you, Juju, for your help. Bonnie, Juju, Kathleen, and Nana, we are so glad you decided to hang out with us too. Talk to you later. Bye bye.
All right. Bye, y'all.